Oh, well, hello and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. I'm getting text messages. Yukong. Right? I wish to take to the skies once more. Well, what's stopping you? I hope it's okay to ask, Cascade. Do you actually like what you do? Does it align with your dreams? Can't remember. Can't remember my dreams. I don't know. I can't remember it that well. Honestly, I never considered not working as a pilot. If my dad saw me now, he might yell at me for being a coward who ran away from the battlefield. The job market is a battlefield. It's your choice to make. Yeah, the job market is a battlefield. Desk job is also a battlefield. It mustn't have been easy to reach this point. Yeah, I'm different from Dad. I just have one wish for my child. It doesn't matter if she's unexceptional. I just hope she's safe and sound. Oh, she has a child. Is it Ting Yun? Or is it me? I have no kids, can't relate. Your children should have a say. Yeah, sure. I can understand a parent's wishes, but your children should have a say too. They're still young after all. Some things can only be understood through experience, just like I did. So many years have passed. What, you saying you're old? Are you busy? Go ahead and work, just don't interrupt my game. You know, it's pretty quiet at work today. Want to chat? The Frenching chair has gone offline. Why'd you go offline? Are you done with work? Brenda's come online. Someone's behind me. You know. No, I like her. She makes like very short texts. Very nice. Rather than Yukong's essays, Gading. Or Welt's essays, Gading. If you were seen, you should pay attention at work. If you were seen, what would happen if you were seen? I don't know. I will never be caught. Aren't I awesome? Friend has gone offline. Friend has come online. I'm here. Friend has gone offline. Online, offline. Pay attention at work. You should pay attention at work. What is it? NSFW? Was she also browsing her? Peeler. Please include your name when providing information. The Tale of the Winterland's original art book sold out in 1 second again, but I was fast enough to get you a copy too. I love you, Peeler. I love Tale of the Winterlands. Sorry, I messaged the wrong person. What? What do you mean? Excuse me? She emoted and then realized? God damn it. You like this book a lot. Can you give me one as well? Is it possible for you to give me a copy as well? No, not the art book. I got that for my friend. But if you're interested, I can give you a set of the Tale of the Winterlands. A set? I almost have the whole set, I think. Yeah, I bought 10 sets so I can recommend it to people who are interested. Thank you! I'm interested. So, where is my set? That's the one with Artem in it, right? Yeah. Anyway, daily mission. Grinding in the again? Who needs help this time?
Hard work needs hard rest.
a benching chair because, well, I need healing, so. You found a note in a corner of the notice board that says, Lavon, a member of the Rifle Rights Society, has issued an assignment. Please contact Lavon if you are interested in offering your help. I'll ask Lavon about it. Oh, the real estate woman, huh? What does he need help with? Going to a Fragmentum and grab some more land deed or whatever? Good to see you back. No, we're not buying property. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Help you exercise your rightful rights. Ah, so you're a member of the Rifle Rights Society too. As for my request, just come with me to the Goethe Hotel and I'll treat you to an afternoon tea. Does that sound like a good deal? Are you trying to sell me something? Count me in then. I'll be cautious as well. No one gets such a good deal. Hold it. Don't talk about work. Why do you all react in the same way? I mean, this is what you do every day. Okay, that's true. But I just want to have some tea and get away from work. Isn't that enough of a reason? Isn't that what the society does? Alright. I only have so much time to relax. Go wait for me at the Goethe Hotel lobby and I'll be there soon. Well, that's true. The hell is this jingle?
Come around and have a look.
The jingle's gone. What? What the hell? I know that's a street lamp, but why is there jingle here? Is this like a music shop or something? Yeah, weird. Oh well. Time for some afternoon tea.
Time to ask for the bill.
Still can't sit down. Hello, Lavon. Ah, you're finally here. Didn't realize I'd be even faster than you. How'd you get here before me? Let's order first. You gotta eat something when you're sitting in places like this, otherwise I'd feel embarrassed. Here's the menu. Order whatever you want. It's my treat. I want a rye bread soda iceberg. I want a special sausage platter. I want a Goethe classic handmade coffee. That's not something to eat. I have been very interested in this rye bread soda iceberg. And they're famous for the sausages, apparently. But yeah, you don't eat this. No, finally, I have a feeling I'm gonna get some funny dialogue with this one, but I'll go with the iceberg. Oh, got a good taste. That's the most popular beverage the Goethe Hotel has on offer. A fusion between the unique aroma of the rye bread soda and the sourness of yogurt. One bite is enough to get people hooked. I want this, this, and this. Alright, I'll go let old Goethe know. Lavon settled the bill with old Goethe. He says it'll take about 20 minutes. Let's wait. 20 minutes? Sure know how to enjoy life. Are you going to sell me something now? I'm ready. Should we chat about something? Yeah, sell me something, I'm ready. I said don't mention work. What's wrong with you? You feel quite different from the usual. I don't know what to chat about. Well, life is different from work. Yvonne starts to talk about herself. I live alone. I came to the administrative district on my own to make a name for myself. I set my eyes on that snowy area in the suburbs and thought it would be very profitable. Till the fragmentum came. 1 hour later. Why do you think I'm trying to make a name for myself? It's all to become financially independent soon. I can't take it if I have to go back. Go back where? 2 hours later. I feel really lost. I'm doing my best making sales day in, day out. I've given up having a life or a family. What am I getting out of it? Also, have we got the food yet? 3 hours later. Wait, 3? It feels so good to say all that. Thank you for listening to me. I didn't know you were under so much pressure. I didn't know you were so talkative. Of course, she sells you, she talks all day. I have a problem stopping myself once I start to talk. But that's a good thing when I work as a real estate agent. Today has been fun. Thank you. The Rifle Rights Society is great. It's a precious chance to have a break like this. Here's a little something to compensate you for listening to me. I'm heading back to work now. See you later. So she's not financially independent. I guess she hasn't been able to sell any houses. Well, anyway. Oh, what is left? Stagnant Shadow? Oh yeah, sure. Sure. Let's do a Stagnant Shadow of who though? Let me see. Maybe of Himiko? Yeah, she just needs one more. Alright, which one's this? Ice. Physical. Okay, this team will do.
I'm with you. Seize the initiative.
And it's ice, so technique. Weakness.
Try that again.
Yeah, try it again.
Tryhards, watch this awesome move. Great.
How much damage do you do? Not enough, but good enough.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
What a headache.
I do want to smack that, but can I kill? Drop. Oh, nice.
Into misery. Who's next? Told you I could fight.
So I wouldn't have made it.
This ends here.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Holy shit! I did not expect that. Man, Sally is
Couldn't
busted.
have done it without me.
Okay, now I can level up. Good old Himiko. Ascend. Yes. I think I'm just gonna go up to 5 Ascension. Except for the Traveler, which I'll probably go up max Ascension with her. Bring her to level 80. Because she's the only character that can switch a thingy. Yeah. Equilibrium. Oh, it got 3, so that's about 400. Use consumable 1 time. Alright. Let's have some cosmic fried rice. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, dang it. I need a buff. Wait, this is yeah, it's just healing. Dust of alacrity. Now let's use some yucky fried rice. Yeah. Worth it. And then we go and complete this mission. Yes. Unless I want to go and read some books first. I don't think I have much books, so maybe I should. What? Oh, people wanna... Yeah, sure. Accept. What, like my trapard? It's not that great, but you know. Let's go back to the parlor car and read some books. I think I only have one left. So that's all good. Alright, Shincho. Yeah, glimpses into the beyond. A manuscript written by Fu Xuan during her spare time discussing the art of divination, calculations, and all kinds of anecdotes relating to divination. Divination, no breed. I guess it's the first inquiry. Yeah. I remember reading this. Wisdom Walker, Cloud Strider, Joy Seeker, Wonder Gazer. Introduction. Inquiry into the gods. The diviner's art lies in surveying the past to predict the future. Humans walk the paths, while stars across the sky. Observing these situations can produce future predictions. All of this is based on the diviner's ascertainment of the present situation, or the past, because the present is constantly becoming the past. I suppose yes. However, the founder of the Divination Commission system, Master Xuan Yao, said, "Only the universe and the aeons cannot be foretold." In her opinion, the universe and the aeons it birthed are utterly beyond prediction. The reasoning is simple. Nobody can observe the universe from all angles at once and predict the future. Omniscience is unattainable. Putting aside the universe, those known as aeons are also extremely powerful due to their various complex elements. The future is like that of the universe itself, and beyond the ability of our calculations. From the perspective of a celestial body, an aeon is by no means dead, but rather a living creature with a transcendent mind. But viewed from the perspective of a living creature, the aeons fill the skies like celestial bodies themselves. They are incomparably huge, move according to their own path, and rarely communicate with mortals like us. Based on observational records, Master Xuan Yao has sorted all known aeons into 3 categories: arbiters, determining mortal births and deaths, which are highly connected to the rise and fall of civilizations; the sacrosancts, difficult to predict as good or evil, often unable to even know where they head for; the authors of calamity, the main culprit behind all disasters, avoid or be annihilated; The aeons currently known to us are Lan, the Rainbow Arbiter, Klipoth, the Firmament Arbiter, Nous, the Wisdom Walker, Akivili, the Cloud Strider, Aha, the Joy Seeker, Idrilla, the Wonder Gazer, Yaoshi, the Plagues Author, Nanook, the Ruin Author, Tazironth, the Swarm Author. Oh, I see! So that's how they categorize it. It sounds like Adeptus names. I'm just missing one. Authors are Calamity. Must have missed it in her domain somewhere. Well, anyway, that's the books. The one book. Alright, let's find out what Dan Shu has to say. Being sus as heck.
It's getting late.
Sus as heck.
Where to now?
Is it really going again? Yes. Would I lie to you? I mean, see for yourself. Jeez. Jeez. Hey, is that mine? Collect. Out of curiosity, you flip through the books beside Dan Shu. Hearing that, she turns to you.
This is a diary I kept. It records the many attempts I made to overcome my incompletions.
I'm sorry. Oops, I didn't realize this was your diary.
No need to apologize. Feel free to read it.
Don't mind if I do.
If you're interested in the incomplete ones, you can take it.
Something to add to my collection, I suppose.
If it can deepen your understanding of our trials and tribulations, it will have fulfilled its purpose.
Try and make me sympathetic to your cause? Please hear me, Rainbow Arbiter. You Fae would always laugh at me for being childish and writing to you in my diary, but this has been a habit since I was a child. Besides, I also genuinely believe you are able to read this. Your eyes have always been able to see everything you want to see. Someone like me should not have been born, yet now I live a wealthy life and have friends such as you Fae by my side. I thank your blessings every second of every day. Wait, how is she writing this if she's blind? How does she know what words look like? Or letters? Or whatever characters they use. Anyway, therefore I hope, or maybe it's speech to text. I hope everything I've done recently would not offend your peerless authority. I bear no dissatisfaction with the world of Shenzhou that you guard and protect. I simply wish to see the real world in real colors. When I was a child in the Lyceum, and my peers bullied me for my lack of sight, I had always firmly believed my condition to be a trial sent by the Rainbow Arbiter to test me. Maintained that belief in my later years, when I entered the academy and had to spend more effort than others to keep up with my studies. As if to reward me for my tenacity, you sent Yu Fei to be my friend. When we were 7 years old, she chased away the malevolent classmates bullying me, and she has been my best friend ever since. Yu Fei protected me from the bullies and helped me to keep up with my studies. During the school holidays, she would take me to visit glamorous scenes in the various ecological delves and describe their beauty to me with great vividness. Her voice is very pleasant to listen to, like the touch of cold streams brushing past my fingertips. Yeah, I read everything. In theory, I shouldn't be dissatisfied with life at all. However, humans are visual creatures, and we perceive the world via lights and colors. I simply do not know what Yu Fei means when she says the dusk painted the sky red at the end of the forest like a flame. In fact, I don't even know what Yu Fei looks like. I can touch, I can imagine, and yet I still cannot construct a complete picture. Therefore, with Yufei's support, I decided to find a way to restore sight to myself. By the blessing of the rainbow, I have become the best alchemist in the Alchemy Commission, and Yufei is its best healer. Perhaps we can indeed find a way to free the incomplete ones from our eternal torment. Yufei and I had tried many strategies recently, but none of them worked. Firstly, we tried to non-invasively create prosthetic eyes. In fact, this is how my mechanical arm works, which can function as well as a real arm. Well, at least you have me here to read it to you. Theoretically, these non-intrusive methods can help incomplete ones with visual impairments. However, for those with visual neuron developmental issues such as I, non-intrusive methods can do little to help. Secondly, we tried to create vision using the principles behind butterfly inertia. At its core, butterfly inertia uses Foxian pheromones to create controllable illusions. We wondered whether it can therefore bypass the eye as a visual signal receptor and directly send images to the brain. I don't think so. The outcomes indicated this to be a viable strategy. However, these signals failed to form meaningful images in my brain. It did allow me to see colors and shapes for the first time, but I genuinely cannot tell what is red and what is a circle. We guess this is due to how butterfly inertias rely on the experience's senses to recreate images. Therefore, when faced with sensory stimuli that I have never experienced before, even the Foxian's pheromones were helpless. How odd. It showed me so many colors, but I don't really miss that feeling. Thirdly, we tried to trigger sensory compensation using other senses. This was Yufei's idea, which was an extension of the non-invasive prosthetic eyes concept. By converting visual signals into auditory, tactile, gustatory, or olfactory signals, these other sensory organs could create a whole new concept of sight. We created a prototype gadget, but our biggest challenge was its size. All the external sensors added together are heavier than the weight of 3 humans combined. It was a pain to even walk while carrying them, let alone testing them. So they recreated every sense except for the sight. Nevertheless, we still conducted many tests. Our results indicate this tool is much better suited for short-lived species. Their brains have greater plasticity, through which sensory compensation can trigger why is it so hard to say this? Synesthesia, where one sensory organ activates a different sensory organ. If they use this tool for long periods of time, they will be able to realistically taste, hear, or smell colors, shapes, and visual distances. Wish for you to have a wonderful day too, Coca. However, for long-lived species with low neuroplasticity, such as I, these sensory organs cannot come together to create a brand new sense. Admittedly, I now know the testing block is blue whenever I taste chili peppers, and if I smell a frosty scent after that, then I know the block is a cone in shape, but I still have not seen them, let alone know what blue means. Those short-lived species will gain more from this tool. Most of their bodily issues can be solved by invasive prosthetics, and would have no need for something as complicated as this. These experiments cost huge amounts of time and effort for Yufei and me, yet we have produced almost no viable results. I can't even be sure whether these experiments can help other researchers in the future. I feel dejected and powerless, and I feel like I let Yufei down. Got in touch with Professor Egan from the Intelligentsia Guild. He presented a rather outlandish solution, something he called eliminative materialism therapy. Eliminative materialism is an ancient philosophical idea that states all human emotions arise from internal steroids and electrical signals. Professor Egan believes that if we cannot eliminate the root of the incomplete one's suffering, then we will eliminate the suffering itself. As long as we can use a pump to periodically inject specific medications into the body, we can make the person not care about their physical issues. I will have no desire to see the world and not feel sad about my condition at all. Sounds very bizarre, but it seems to be a viable path. Unfortunately, the experimental results indicate this does not work for long-life species either. The hormones within long-life species are strictly regulated, and any external force that influences this system would cause an overwhelming retaliation. I experienced uncaring freedom for about 2 hours before almost dying from a cytokine storm. Okay. I've conducted lots of experiments. There has been no progress whatsoever. I'm feeling really defeated. But I want to see what Yufei looks like, even if for just once. So I asked behind Yufei's back. She would never agree to something as ludicrous. For Professor Egan to transplant a pair of eyes for me. Well, where are you getting the eyes from? I saw myself in Yufei for the first time. Her short black hair shimmered with light like soft silk, and her pale skin was beautiful like the best ceramics from the Zhuming. Her ebony eyes were bloodshot with sadness and fatigue, and she kept shedding tears. I was about to say, if that was Yufei's eyes, oh my god. She looked at my new eyes and said, Dan Shu, do you know what this means to you? I know. Of course I know. These eyes will gradually be rejected, bringing me unimaginable pain in the process. Historically, people have even become stricken with Mara due to such agony. Then I would return to the darkness and lose everything I have momentarily gained. I said to Yufei, let's go see those views together. The ones you told me about. 10 days later, we stood shoulder to shoulder, gazing at the artificial sun, gradually disappearing on the other side of the Delve's false sky. The rejection reaction was getting stronger and stronger, but as long as she was beside me, it didn't seem so bad. The dust painted the sky red at the end of the forest like a flame. That night, as I screamed in a puddle of my own blood, I once again returned to the darkness. Shit! Well, at least nothing happened to Yufei, right? Right?
There you are, friend. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts and concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health.
Oh no.
I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. And I'd like you to have it. Consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As a nameless, it'll make your journey a much less arduous one.
I don't trust it.
Well then, that's that. I've still got some other business to attend to, so shall we say goodbye for now?
Doesn't contain bone marrow, does it?
Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you in the true sense of the word.
Dan Shu placed the box with the pellet on the table. He glanced at it. Put it aside. Swallow it down. YOLO! Oh boy.
Tastes a bit strange, but no adverse reaction so far.
So far.
Wait a minute. Ugh, my head.
Is that Mara?
What's happening?
Oh boy.
Something's wrong. I'm burning up. Feels like I can't breathe. Seems to be calming down a little, but still uncomfortable.
Is this how I get abundance?
This doesn't seem right. I'd better talk to Qing Zhu at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Well, I
came up from Starsky.
Can't say that I'm surprised. I better get myself checked. There we go. I'm about to die of Mara. I'm not sure how I could get Mara. Maybe I'm immortal now. Oh, maybe it worked. Oh wait.
There goes my head again.
Wait a minute.
Is Don Shu sure this broom dew is safe for consumption? What's happening? Isn't this the seat of divine foresight? Why are there so many Mara struck here? No, I can't let them get near me.
Move carefully.
Oh shit. I wanted to let them go first, so it's like, well, it makes sense for me to attack them.
The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Rules are made to be broken.
You can't run!
Merciful Medicus.
Damn Mara summon. Hit him.
Here! Nap time.
Seeding
Fighting is
core.
meaningless.
I want to kill you. Well, I can't kill you yet, because that'll hurt me. Let's just whack this guy.
You're annoying!
A miracle.
Why her?
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move!
Alright, let's give myself a shield, because I kind of... Actually, I'll just heal myself.
Phew!
Let's do that
No
to get rid of
interest
it.
in conflict.
Just like this.
Time for a shot.
Yeah, sure.
That's better. Thanks a lot.
Let's make it quick.
Alright, time to... You know...
Fighting
back.
is meaningless. The truth of life and death.
Okay, slow down
Reveal
so it does extra
sanctuary
damage.
is but a vision.
Bam! Oh, nice. Huh. Shoot yourself.
Here!
Just a scratch.
Try that again. You can't run!
Rules are made to be broken.
Bam!
Naughty child.
Dang it.
Let's go. Yeah. Just a scratch.
My turn!
Nah, I should shield.
Phew!
Because I get my burst.
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move!
Okay. Dang it. Huh. Yeah, sure.
Much better.
Try that again!
Secret of the safe.
Thudding calamity.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
What happened to you? Careful. Don't hurt her.
What do you mean? Don't hurt them, more like.
Wake up. Are you okay?
And they're revived too.
Thank the stars. You're finally awake. I thought we might lose you. I was so worried.
Kill the Mara! What happened to me?
You came into the seat of divine foresight and started brandishing your weapon.
Didn't kill anyone, didn't I? Sorry, I didn't mean to. I don't remember anything at all.
It looked like you'd lost control. As if you'd been stricken with Mara. There
Yeah.
has to be something awry.
Maybe.
Tell me what happened to you before arriving at the seat of divine foresight. From what you're saying, it seems like the gift she gave to you must be related to the disciple's prescription we examined earlier.
Yeah, I don't know why
But
they
the healer who
they have
examined
random
you just
targeting.
now said your body doesn't seem to have been affected. How strange. Could Don Shu be playing a trick on you? Or is her medicine somehow not working as planned? My advice is to come back later for another examination. It's a Disciples of Sanctus Medicus prescription after all. Who knows what healing effects it may have?
Maybe I am
I'll put out
already
a wanted
immortal.
notice for Don Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend.
Oh, so there's multiple D-Tings? I didn't know that. And also, a new letter. Or a new diary piece thingy. General's Diary 2, December 22. Mimi is getting bigger and bigger, and becoming more and more attached. It's also very intelligent. Mimi's soft snow-like fur flows like the clouds, and its 9-rigid tail has a big ball of fuzz at the end. Mimi's round, full and blue irises possesses radiating patterns like cracks over ice. Their colors are rich, charming, and dignified. However, Mimi's appetite is strangely large. Is it really a Grimalkin? I thought to myself that the name Mimi might not be too appropriate at this point. This is actually General Jing Yuan describing his pet lion? What? Qingzu told me the other day that she had purchased 200 caddies worth of meat for the seat of Divine Foresight's meals in the past week. But Mimi wiped it all clean. The story did not end there. She also said that this has become the gossip of the town, and the rumors have it that the general has been neglecting his duties and indulging in gluttony instead. This has gotten the people all riled up. Qingzu was worried that it could be bad for me, but I didn't think too much of it and told her not to worry. In my opinion, the glutton general sounds more impressive than the dozing general. Hello.
I understand how you feel. I've also been fooled by someone I regarded as a good friend. It's a dreadful experience.
Oh,
If we can find Don Shu, we might be able to confront her and get some answers.
I smell a backstory. I don't think I've seen anything about Qingzu before. Can I read these now? List of arch enemies. Stopped by invisible barrier. Oh, no permission? Maybe I need the dozing general to be here. Find clues of Dan Shu's whereabouts in the exalting sanctum. What is that, part 2 of her diary just sitting around?
Don Shu isn't here. Where could she be?
Alchemy commission maybe?
I've got it. Don Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Qingzu lent me to track her.
Ah. D-Ting follows Dan Shu's scent and leads you to the artisanship commission. Again? Shouldn't it take me to the alchemy commission where
Time to come out,
Don
little
Hung is?
D-Ting. I need you to help me find Don Shu.
Is she doing this on her own? Have I actually been here before? Yeah, I think I have. In that case, I can just run for it. Hey, wait. I don't remember there being a puzzle here. Have I actually been here before? Hello? Can't have that. What the hell? Oh, that's all on that side. So I need this to be this and like this. There we go.
So that's how it works.
Easy.
Looks good.
Useless. Any more clues around here? No. Oh. Well, that's a bit ominous. Don't you look out, you're being attacked. You're being attacked, let me save you.
Don Shu. With a group of disciples. I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Yeah, she's under duress and I need to save her. Hey, Don Shu and the homies, how you going? Oh, I can just walk through. Pig! Well, I'm pretty sure it might notice me, so let's just do... Nice.
Rules are made to be broken.
Too late to repent.
Gotta love that.
Let's make it quick.
That break sound. Damn. Boom. Explode. No more explosion. Explode.
Time for a shot.
All right. Let's break this other guy. I don't want to get hit.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I think he will die on his turn, so let's just move on.
Fighting is meaningless.
How's our slow down?
Let's go.
Too late to repent.
Money. What did they actually give you?
A
Trotter.
delicate operation.
Oh, what is Stellar Jades? Oh, okay. 1. Oh wait, that's the that's the tutorial, of course. I thought it gave me one. What are you just standing around here for? Hey, bros. No, no hostile. Come on, we're all friends here. Am I one of you guys now? Hello.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
They can talk.
Stand down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Man, if I knew that you
Yes,
could
I
talk,
am
I wouldn't
aware.
have. You know.
But
I said she's my friend. Leave us.
yes, Master.
Master. But they're just standing there.
Didn't expect you to come looking for me.
What do you mean leave us? They're still there. You lied to me. They're still there. They call you master? You're the head of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Yeah, you lied to me.
I lied to you about many things. But I reserve my apology only for deceiving you into taking the medicine. As for the other falsehoods, they were merely in aid of communicating as equals. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you?
I did. I didn't. What kind of medicine is it exactly?
That which the elixir seekers that arrive on the Xianzhou dream of. The formula to immortality. To take it is to initiate the transformation from a short-lived species into
I
a
knew it.
Xianzhou person or an abomination,
It had a bone marrow in it.
depending on your perception. Please believe me when I say that never once have I thought
What?
about harming you. I merely wanted to offer you the chance to obtain immortality and freedom.
Throw him at the wall. Bite him. Wait, what? Excuse me?
Friend, please. I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. the truth isn't what it appears to be.
Well, then enlighten me.
What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plague's author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand Merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic? I do
see
not
you as a
ask
someone
for you
that's
to
suffering.
take a side. I just wish for you to leave the Law Fu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you.
Let Don Shu go? Battle with Don Shu? I mean, she is my friend. And she made me immortal. Battle with Don Shu, but they're my homies. Yeah, just let her go. What's the worst that could happen? It's your fight, it's not
Since
mine.
neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is Merciful Medicus a malevolent one.
They're not gods.
Your choice to align with Jing Yuan was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
You're saying we're not good friends?
Master, we should leave now.
Except you two stay.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting.
What?
Farewell, Nameless.
I have a name, you know. Hey! Now they go. Good dang it.
I'd better report my findings to Qingzhou at the seat of divine foresight.
Ah, the rest of a diary. Ah. Better to just leave it behind like that. Collect. Please hear me, Rainbow Arbiter. Yu Fei is enlisted in the war. Okay, I see where this is going. This is the third great war between the Alliance and the denizens of Abundance. Many people I know went to the war, but I never imagined Yu Fei would be conscripted as well. The Alliance needs the best healer, and I happen to be the best healer. This can't be helped, right? Yu Fei held my head in her palms as she said this in pretended carelessness. I grabbed Yu Fei's hand and replied anxiously, "The Law Fu has so many healers. Why does it have to be you? You're not a Cloud Knight. You can refuse." "I know you're worried about me," Yu Fei comforted me gently. "I'm just a healer. I won't be in danger. Besides, the Arbiter will keep me safe." Why should I write this like a novel, Gooding? She had made up her mind to go. I could only beg her. "You're an amazing person. You can live a happy life even without me, but I'm weak. I don't know how to live in a world without you. So please return in one piece." Yu Fei laughed helplessly. "I can't live without you either. Trust me, I'll be back safe and sound." She then let go of my hand. I knelt on the ground, covered my ears, and curled up in a ball. I didn't want to listen to the sounds of her leaving. "Rainbow Arbiter, please bring her back safely." Someone became Mara-struck in the urban area of the Exalting Sanctum and caused quite a bit of destruction. We have been assigned by the judges of the 10 Lords commissioned to conduct an autopsy on his corpse. The results of the autopsy were very interesting to me. I'm going to record it here for future reference. The deceased was an incomplete one. He was born without limbs and had a congenital heart condition. However, the autopsy indicated all his disabilities seemed to have completely disappeared after he became struck with Mara. His limbs became stronger than a Yellowstone calf's, and his heart was as steady as the Starskip's engine. In fact, such records are often to be found in the annals of history, but I'm still very stunned to come face to face with such an occurrence. I have to admit that I have been deliberately ignoring one particular cure for the incomplete ones, specifically to accept the Plague Author's power. After all, no one had heard about there being an incomplete ones among the Borosin. Perhaps there indeed exists a way to harmlessly utilize the Plague Author's power. Of course, this is only a fleeting fantasy. Doing such experiments would be a crime worthy of death. Yeah, they seem to retain their consciousness, so maybe it does work. Just in case, these words are for any future judge of the Ten Lords Commission who may investigate this diary. The above content is all my fantasies, and I have no plans of executing them. Except now. Yufei and I wrote many letters to each other recently. She's safe for now at the field hospital away from the front lines. Of course, I'm worried about her, but the only thing I can do is silently pray. Rainbow Arbiter, please keep her safe. I'm pretty sure she'll be safe unless she stresses out and gets Mara-struck. The war is over. We won. And Yufei is dead. I can't understand how she could die in the field hospital away from the fighting. I kept asking and asking like I was mad, till the Cloud Knights finally told me the truth. The Rainbow Arbiter had descended onto the physical plane and annihilated the Borosin's fleet using their divine arrow. At the same time, their divine miracle wrought some collateral damage, such as the field hospital Yufei was based in. She did not die in the hands of the denizens of abundance. Instead, she was ground to dust by the Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow, with not even a single bone of her left behind. Why, Rainbow Arbiter? Oh. Well, that sucks. Rainbow Arbiter, this will be the last time I write to you. I wish all that you hope to destroy are resurrected. I wish all that you hope to preserve is annihilated. I wish all lives in the land will thrive contrary to your desires. I wish all stars in the sky will dim because of your existence. I wish this galaxy to be full of life and not full of death. I wish the Alliance will exist forever, but not in the way you desired. Oh. Well. That took a turn. Well, there's her reasoning. Alright. I can't teleport there, can I? Sinwood Pavilion.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I mean, if they can retain their consciousness as Mara-struck, then I guess that's not as bad. I'm failing to see any downsides. I'm actually trying hard to think of what's so bad about being Mara-struck then, if you can retain your consciousness and not go crazy and kill everyone. Yep. Qingzu.
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Don Shu?
She ran away. You interrupt Qingzu and report to her everything that happened at the Artisan Ship Commission. I got attacked by a doorbell.
So you weren't able to apprehend her?
No, they were too strong.
I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to apprehend them quickly. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Don Shu. Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it.
Interlude. Stay tuned to find out what happens. Stay tuned. Draconic opulence. Alright. Because, you know, I'm apparently immortal now. Hey, Qingzu.
These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just say that? Well, anyway. Dahao. Ah, you again. Walk slower. Don't leave your soul behind. Hello, Cascade. My apologies for the disturbance. I have something else requiring your assistance. Something the matter? What is it? Remember the time you defeated the Mara struck at the plaza and heroically saved the Dragon Lady? Dragon Lady? Dragon Lady who? Looks like you've done so many good deeds you've forgotten about it. But honestly, no one has seen the Dragon Lady would forget her strange looks with her horns and her tail. It's difficult to explain this. It'd be easier to talk to you in person. Would you please take some time to visit the Realm Keeping Commission? I'll tell you the details in person. Alright, Evanesce, Night the Morning Dew. Okay, so I'm gonna, dang it, I'm gonna have to do these quests sometime. Stellar Flare. 5 days. I can do in the next stream, sure. So yeah. Maybe I should do one of these quests or something like that. Oh, so many quests. Alright, out of reach. I already started this one, so might as well. After stepping into the familiar supply zone, a cry for help could be heard from somewhere out of sight. Rescue the mysterious researcher who was trapped, and maybe he'll tell you something you don't know about the Comet Hunter. Comet Hunter? What? Yeah, I came to actually grind this thing, this calyx, and then this guy started yelling at me, and then the quest began, so, you know. Hello? Control device. Oh. Well, Lash, if you operate the controller there, you can come to me. I've been trapped here all day. I'm hungry, thirsty, and running out of oxygen. I don't have the strength to speak. I have to reserve energy. Wow, you know how many days you've been down here, bud? Dang. That's why you skip everything. Well, it's fair, but then you run out of stuff to do. I could press this button. This will be blue. I don't know how to do blue yet. I could cross over there first. See what's up there. Hello. All right, we just whack him, I guess. Trotter. Yeah, sure, why not? Just go for the kill straight away.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's go. Told you I could fight.
Rules are made to be broken.
Told you I could fight. Time for nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
My turn.
Oh, you're scared? You little bitch.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
That other control panel over there must activate this. Yeah, but the events are pretty short, especially the one. I don't know if it's still here, but it used to be here. The Li Bin one, basically. You give them resources. The one with Wen Shilling. Whoops. Dang it.
I've no interest in conflict.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Told you I could fight.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
You know what?
Rules are made to be broken.
Just whack 'em.
You're annoying.
That'll take more. That's better.
Thanks a lot.
How many times he escaped? Who escapes? The pig. A pig never escapes. At least not for me. Unless it's in the simulated universe where I can't actually whack it. Because it runs too fast. But yeah. In the overworld, it never escapes. I always kill it. Please don't tell me you want me to carry over. What happens if I get this thing first? Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me you can create a light bridge right here. The 7 bridges problem. Never heard of that problem before. Hey, Grumpy Senior. You move pretty quickly, lass. There are lots of nice things in these boxes here. Help yourself. I am in a hurry. Bye. Why did you just turn on the switch yourself? What about the big reward you promised me? What a big reward. I don't remember making such a promise. Such a terrible acting. What? I can't hear you clearly, lass. Speak up. Forget it, as long as you're fine. So you just wanted to get my attention? You're not trying to blackmail me, are you? I didn't ask for anything. How can you call this blackmail? At most I took up a little of your time. Come on, get out of the way. I can't hold it anymore. Come get me in the maintenance room if you need anything. Don't even know your name. It's in the maintenance room. Maybe the old man will give you a reward. Yep. Yep. Yeah, of course. Control device. Okay, let's just teleport there. Oh yeah, gotta investigate these bubbles as well. You know what? I'll just do the all of Herta space station. Well, at least try to. Today. Wait, what? What are you guys doing here? Those photos made every staff member anxious. Alan, what should we do?
Oh, what should we do? If it were up to me, we shouldn't do anything since we're not even sure what's showing in those photos.
Enough. It's not like the station has ever encountered strange phenomena before. Go tell the rest. I will lead this investigation myself.
What? Take on all this? Take on this all by yourself, Alan? If anything happens like last time.
What happened?
Oh, it's you.
We're discussing the recent photos of specters circulating around the space station.
Whoa, scary.
That's it? Looks like something weird got mixed into the batch.
This is a simple oversight. Please just let this slide.
Recently, the security department has received multiple sightings of this unidentified creature. It moves around stealthily like a ghost, and only a photograph can reveal its shape.
it may have a connection to a certain courier. Too busy with the station's reconstruction, none of the research labs have any more personnel to spare for this investigation. Huh. They always claim they are busy all the time. They're all excuses. That's right. Alan, you really shouldn't take this all on by yourself. Well, someone has to. When the ball is in our court, we should just take it. If we kick the ball back into the other court, that just means that we lowered ourselves to their level, wouldn't you say? You're silly, truly. Careful what you ask for. I know, but how would I be able to work security if I'm afraid of trouble? I should remind you that everyone in the security department already has their hands full with routine danger elimination tasks. We simply don't have the people. That's right. I still have so much work to do. Like that one, and that one. Alright. Cascade, you wouldn't refuse the request from a recovering patient, would you? This is an emergency, so I do need your help. I already sent for people to gather all the witnesses of the specters at the reception hall at the base zone. Let's go and interview them before coming up with a plan.
Oh. Start a new mission. Oh well, whatever. Hey old man, where's my prize? Wen Tian Wen. Another Wen. So many Wens. Is this a Wen clans here? Look! I don't know for how long this bottle opener has been in the toolbox. I finally found it! This bottle of soda is from 4 amber eras ago. 4 amber eras? Cup of Kali. So fragrant. Oh, so refreshing. This is supposed to taste like Coca-Cola. Now I kind of want some Coca-Cola. Would you like a sip?
Just one sip. Must have gone flat ages ago, right? So this is why you're in a hurry. Just one sip.
Good one, kid. You have no idea how frustrated I was just now. I had this tasty treat in my hand, but I couldn't drink it. Almost tried to pry it open with my teeth. It's my own fault for bringing it with me when I went down to unblock those bearings. Why did I forget the bottle opener? Bottle opener? What? Is it in like a wine bottle? Isn't that supposed to be in cans? Or, you know, in, you know, those twist bottle caps? Let me tell you, the patent for this cup of Kali used to belong to the space station. This anti-gravity drink was once all the rage across the galaxy. I only have a few bottles left.
Waiting for pizza delivery. But who will deliver the pizza? And what type of pizza will it be?
I better enjoy every last sip while I still can. Still can? What's gonna happen? Alright, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? Well, actually, I already knew your name for some reason. I'm Wen Tian Weng, the mechanic. I am number 1 around here in terms of age, experience, and skills. Age? Well. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean jack, because I'm the only one in the maintenance room. Wait a minute, so you're the one that's leaving all those maintenance books? Maintenance tips and tricks just for yourself? What? I had a partner once, but he was a scoundrel. Not only did he blow a big hole in the space station, but he also kept sending back those strange letters. These strange letters. He always blocked the bearings and made me go repair them. I never go along with that troublemaker. It's as if we feared to be at odds with each other. Cavilli must have turned their back on me. That's why I got stuck in there. I was stuck for so long it started to ache. Ouch.
You promised to pay me.
With that cup of Kali, give me it. Pay? Do I look rich too? Yes. I'm just a poor mechanic. I've been charged with dereliction of duty ever since that scoundrel made that giant hole in the station. If you want a reward, I don't have any. However, since we've been talking this whole time and you seem agreeable enough, it's worth making an exception. Listen carefully now. What I am going to give you is
100 treasure chests? 10 Star Rail special passes?
10, 100. Ah, what are you on about? I'm only going to show you the way to make money. You're guaranteed to make a fortune.
Not Star Rail passes?
As for the origin of this fortune, well, it all started with this person. Remember the scoundrel I was talking about? His real name was Jose Lazaro.
Sounds familiar.
That old fart has a bunch of grand titles. The former researcher in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, former member of the Nameless, and a member of the Armed Archaeologists.
Oh, I actually have heard of all these, organizations. Especially the Nameless. Also, don't people look down on the armed archaeologists?
When he was still in the space station, he would boast about his inventions all day. Astro Rod, Galaxy Guide Chart, the special auto radiograph, various soft drink patents. He was so arrogant and refused to obey anyone.
Various soft drink patents? You mean Kapakali?
What's more, he would get very upset whenever he saw his colleagues from the Department of Galactic Geography being bullied by others. He would often stand up for his colleagues and start fights.
What a scoundrel. Sounds like a decent guy. Could you get to the point? No. What a scoundrel.
Yeah. Never heard anything more scoundrelous. That's right. I'm glad you can see the truth. Long story short, Jose is famous for his craftsmanship. On one hand, it's because he likes to tinker with things in his spare time. On the other hand, it's because he would come to the maintenance room to learn from me almost every day. He was responsible for clearing blockages, he invented ultra nickel parts, and he brewed Kapokali. As for me, I was responsible for supervising his work. By the way, we also wrote a book together, The Art of Solar and Space Station Maintenance.
I think that's the book I read.
We did have a good time. Yes, it really was quite good. Until one day I was suddenly woken up from my sleep with a terribly loud noise. That scoundrel blew a giant hole in the maintenance room and flew away in an aircraft, leaving me with all the mess. Afterward, I learned from the others that the fuel in the spacecraft that he used for his adventure was stolen bit by bit from my maintenance room. And this is the station breakout incident that he boasts all about all over the place. Now, it's been so many years, but whenever I think about it, I'm still so mad at him.
He endured hardship to accomplish his ambition. That's so cool. That's destruction of public property. It's unforgivable. He betrayed his teacher and friend. Such a long speech. I'm falling asleep.
I went off topic. That's what happens when you get old. Usually I have no one to talk to, but now that I got to let it all out, I feel much better. So, what I really want to give you is the treasure map that Jose Lazaro left behind.
Awesome. You should have shown me earlier. Just wanted someone to chat with, didn't you?
Of course not. Stop talking nonsense. The treasure map revealed by a special auto radiograph is in black and white. Only the location of the target room is marked with a red circle. I know where that is. Is that a window? This thing was hidden in a corner somewhere in the space station. Someone found it and thought it was trash. But it ended up here with me. I tried using that old scoundrel's special technique to reveal the text, and lo and behold, it revealed the coordinates of a room. I've been told that the old scoundrel left many personal treasures in the space station. They must be hidden there. You can look for them according to the location on the map. If you can find them, then everything belongs to you. I have to go take a couple of sips of Kapokali and tinker around with my blazing welding gun. I wouldn't give up on that even if Akavili was to come pay me a visit. Special auto radiograph. A treasure map decoded with a special auto radiograph, revealing hidden coordinates within the space station. I heard that scoundrel left behind some good stuff in the space station. This must be where the treasure is. Can still hear him around. Oh, you can't talk to him. He's too busy with his welding gun. And, anyway, I guess let's walk there. Let's go through the whole space station. Bam! Yeah. Oh, it's an enemy. A dead one.
Fighting is meaningless.
Yeah, whack.
This is our chance.
Whack.
My turn.
Rules are made to be broken.
And whack.
That'll take more than medicine.
This guy will recover. Unless I can crit and kill. Oh, I did crit, but I didn't kill. Well, whatever.
Let's go.
You couldn't have done it without me.
What was in here again? Oh, the toilet, of course. Is there anything else? No. Yeah, but it's fine. The guy doesn't hit you, he just points at you. You're just a bit stupid. Memory bubble. Calcification. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the memory bubble over at the supply place. No, let's do that over there first. Let's start from here. Okay, I don't think there's anything around here. Oh, there's a bubble here. Start with this bubble first, and we will make our way back. Is that a chest? No, that's a chair. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow gliding on their surfaces. For some reason, they form an image that seems to carry a profound meaning. As you approach them, a female voice that sounds familiar to Herta's murmurs monotonously. Digestion. Touch the memory bubble. You approach the bubble and experience a chilly sensation that gently pierces through your skin, flesh, and bones, then goes down deeper. Into my bowels. Oh yeah, because it's digestion. You're pretty sure Dr. Darville has gone crazy. You glance at her hunched, frail, and shrunken husk of a body. She silently stares at you through her terrifyingly thick lenses. These scientists never know how to read the air. All you want right now is to throw this report containing the ravings of a mad scientist into a furnace, then send her packing. You never want to hear the word organism again. This is a fact. Someone, anyone, please help. Those dry, infuriating lips are trembling again. We live within the body of an enormous mammal, located most likely in its intestines. Now I've had it. You slam your hands on the desk as you stand up. This woman is clearly humiliating you and the entire dukedom of Denisova. However, she merely adjusts her glasses, completely unfazed by the rage within you that is threatening to explode. Your Highness, have you ever considered why acid mists have become increasingly common recently? She asks hoarsely. We must completely ban the use of diesel engines. The exhaust fumes these engines release are causing significant irritation of the creature's intestines, which leads to increased secretion of intestinal juices. Complete ban? You gasp. Her proposal is easier said than done. The fallout from such a ban would nosedive the nation's finances into the red. What's the big deal with acid mist? As long as the factories continue ahead at full power and churn out more protective equipment. Oh, it's gonna get acid reflux. That gear would generate serious revenue. You can't help but feel pleased at this idea as a smile crosses your face. The doctor, however, seems to misread that smile. She seems to view it as you agreeing with her proposal and starts to talk again.
There's also the earthquake.
She clears her throat.
In the past month, Denisova has had 3 seismic events. This means that there is increased activity within the host's intestines. Detrimental activity.
Time to end the conversation. You have no more interest in listening to her allusions to parasites and excrement. Just as you are about to order her to leave, you feel the hall sway violently. The ceiling begins to collapse.
This was what I want to discuss next,
she says with a voice that is as calm as ever.
We predicted there would be a 4th earthquake, a regurgitation at an unprecedented scale. You will be completely dissolved by its stomach acid. No one will survive.
Pretty cool story, bruh. Okay, there's nothing over here. Just you wait for my masterpiece. So this is the blue, as you probably know, because it's blue. Yes, that's it. All right. I don't think there's anything over here. I guess I could admire the train, I guess. Oh, parlor car. What's this do? Oh, makes me get on the parlor car. Dang it. Alright, here's one. Unable to communicate. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow gliding on their surface. Hurtus murmur monotonously.
Unable to communicate.
Touch the memory bubble. You approach the bubble and experience a chilly sensation that gently pierces through your skin, flesh, and bones, then goes down deeper, into your bowels. Wait, what? In your view is a stretch of sticky, unruly, and unattractive red mud. Some part of it is even squirming. It occurs to you that it is a group of claymen with big heads and short legs. They are the true rulers of the planet of Calcis. Oh, this place seems to be the royal council chamber of the claymen. You have forgotten why you are attending the meeting, but you know it is a golden opportunity to pry out the precious minerals from the bellies of the claymen. The meeting room reverberates with muffled, gobbling noises. It sounds like the whines of despair made by a person drowning in a swamp as mud slowly blocks off their airways. This is the clayman race's language, but you can't understand a word of it. You have yet to implant a synthesia beacon. The meeting is boring you to tears. On Calcis, anyone can speak their mind, the interpreter relays to you. The Clay Queen gazes at you, and you wonder where the Queen's eyes are. The Synthesia interpreter says, "This mission rests upon your shoulders. Together we will defend Calcis from the calamity that is the wet season." The Clay King is overcome with emotion. Meanwhile, you stare out the window, racking your brain as you ponder what kind of texture the meat of clay sheep would have. By the stars, you can't take it anymore. Listening to the prattling of the talent motivation department's top brass would be more interesting than this muck. You can't resist the urge to roll your eyes, but suddenly notice the king is staring directly at you. Thankfully, the king just wants to invite you, a rare Earth management consultant from the IPC, to speak on the stage. problem. You're just an outsider. What could you possibly know about the future of Kelsis? You've got it. You roll your dry eyeball slyly and swiftly, then flash the king a standard yet dazzling smile. You take to the stage and release an unending waterfall of sounds in what you imagine their language to be. The crowd of Claymen cries to hear you speak. You worry they might dissolve in a puddle of their own tears. You laugh and shrug toward the interpreter as you say, "This planet doesn't have a shred of hope, because the Claymen won't make it past the wet season." He says that there is so much hope for Kelsis, the interpreter says as he nervously sweats. "This is common language, universalism. You understand? By joining the IPC and being united, there will be no communication barriers." What's the point of having him there if the interpreter is just gonna say what he wants? Hey, Herta.
State your business and stop blocking my view.
Wonder when that door is gonna open and what's actually over there. Well, anyway, we'll make our way slowly across the entire space station. What? I missed that? Oh. I'll get everything. Alright, calcification. Bubble layer.
Calcification.
Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. Into my bowels. Where they say you feel bored to death. You fiddle with the adhesive explosive charge in your hand. Those old geezers still aren't going to give us the green light to open fire. You pull out the pin on the explosive, only putting it back in a few seconds before the countdown ends. The newbie standing next to you seems like she isn't used to your dangerous antics. She appears to be somewhat terrified.
That's right, Professor. They worry that the high temperatures produced by the explosion will activate the virus.
She gulps. You pout. Then why did they get us to come here? You originally want to scold them, but now are at a loss for words.
These scaredy cats.
After a while, you angrily pick up the report next to you and read it.
Cells become cancerous and soft tissues calcify.
You initially had assumed these old fogies were only capable of churning out useless garbage, but this report is actually interesting. Unfortunately, reading reports cannot calm your anxious heart. You sigh and lift your head. You look at the pallid ruins in the distance. Your analysis revealed that these twisted ruins, which look like bone spurs, have a history that goes back 400 amber eras. Despite its age, it mysteriously appears as if brand new, just as how it would have looked 400 amber eras ago. You are confounded by this enigma. You are a seasoned armed archaeologist. You long to unravel all historical mysteries. Of course. Yet they are holding you back from using your school's tradition. You should be blowing a hole into the surface of this bone spur and carrying off valuable artifacts. The fact that they won't permit it makes you seethe with anger, but you choose to compromise. You recognize their concerns are not groundless. You can't pay for this with your life. You settle for doing things the old way. You work to live, not live to work. You smack your lips in anticipation and start to plan your next steps. You don't get to think for long. A loud voice breaks your train of thought.
Hey boss, we found something good.
It's Rowan, but what is he saying? You clearly told him to sit still and wait for further instructions. Oh no, you suddenly realize something. You want to stop him, only to discover that you can't speak. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, you're experiencing rapid petrification from inside out. Looks like those familiar looking yet terrifying bone sculptures in front of you. Just like... well, completely calcified. Alright. Turned into a bone structure. Turned into a statue. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Too late to repent.
Let's go.
My turn. Nap time.
Fighting is done.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Right. Cute pet.
Cute pet.
Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. Into my bed. You feel a sense of unease that pervades the air. You hear from the others, mostly from Ardeur, the one person on the team who's always getting the latest news, that the Emperor has dispatched a special force to the construction site. The reason for this development remains unknown. I heard that they already arrived at dock number 1. Ardeur seems on edge as he incessantly rubs his hands against the fluff ball on his arms. He had named the creature Fluffies. To be honest, it isn't the most creative name. These fluff balls are beloved among the construction team, so much so that practically every member has one. Of course, you do too. You named yours Big O because it's orange. Your pet is currently snoring away on your shoulder. You lovingly rub what you assume is most likely its head. Like always, this brings you a bit of comfort. If you didn't have this little pet, you wouldn't be able to stand the harsh construction environment and the monotony of work and life.
So I've heard something. Keep in mind I don't know for sure.
Ardeur starts to say. You think he's well on his way to pulling out all of the Fluffy's fur.
The Emperor probably knows about the Fluffies. It's quite likely the special force is here to exterminate them.
You can't even fathom it. Look how cute Big O is. Can anyone resist petting its delightfully soft fur on listening to its satisfying purring? If you think about it, they are clearly docile creatures. Why exterminate them? Your supervisor buries his head in his fluff ball and takes in a gulp of air.
That decrepit old Emperor. Firstly, he sends us to make his tomb at this godforsaken place, and now we can't even have pets? Ridiculous.
The dim dormitory falls silent for a moment. You look at your two co-workers, then out the window. Then look out the window. You see the mechanical eye that remains suspended in the sky, creating a repressive atmosphere with its feeble light. You all sigh together, as if on cue. Big O stirs on your shoulder. It seems to have woken up, likely because of the hurried footsteps outside the door of the dormitory.
They're here.
Ardeur urges you all to move fast. His throat seems to tremble as he speaks.
Hurry! Hide them!
Ardeur's words are abruptly cut off. Just as you start to worry, you want to turn around to see what happened to him. You faintly make out a giant hairy mouth, dripping with blood in the darkness. Oh, so that's why they want to exterminate them. I don't think there's anything down there. Any bubbles? Nah, no bubbles. Push button. So that's a real place. It still has its stuff found. Whatever. Schmeck.
Rules are made to be broken. make it quick. Yeah.
Point. Nice.
Here! Nap time. You can't run!
This is our chance.
Too late to repeat.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Nap time. Try that again.
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's make it quick.
No, I just use render characters when I do my grind.
You couldn't have done it without me.
This.
This will
Let's do
strengthen
this.
our position.
Take that. Meeting's over? No one's here? Oh, a bubble. I'll check you out later. Can I actually order another meeting? What is this? The display on the desktop clearly reads, "This conference room has been booked out. Please try another room." You're a little chagrined, as you feel as if you have lost something. But then you think back to the experience of that meeting before, and feel like you've already grasped the essence of meetings. No other meetings, dang it. Memory bubble, feast on the buffet. A feast. Touch the memory bubble. Goes down deeper into... You move through a nebula made of numerous ionized gases. Your long journey has made your digestive cavity feel upset. You desperately want to fill it with something. Anything. You've devoured so many interesting items. A chunk of steel that shoots bright gas currents. A massive ball of fire trapped in a cage of iron. A crunchy rock debris disk. But you've grown tired of eating all that. What you want is something tastier and more of it. And they're missing a what there. You flail your tentacles restlessly. Not being able to eat makes you feel so hungry. There must be something tasty around the nebula, right? You feel a little annoyed as you circle around in a high-speed particle stream in misery. Is this veracity? Ugh. All of a sudden, your sensory orb seems to pick up something. Something fragrant. A scent that draws you in. What could it be? Is it something delicious? The filaments in your stomach tremble with excitement. You can't wait anymore. You race after the source of the aroma. Countless tubes and feeders swinging about violently. You haven't had this kind of feeling in forever. A primitive impulse shoots into your endoderm form from your peripheral nervous system. It's thirst and hunger. The scent grows more intense. You can't resist the urge to extend your umbrella of a body as you throw your whole being into this dazzling aroma. You are so close, so close. Now it is time for a grand feast. What comes into your field of vision is a massive planet. It is truly a big, big celestial body. You are still young, so you never imagined that a planet could be so big. You had previously assumed they were all small enough for you to swallow whole. Yet the planet before you is easily 3 times the size of your body. This makes you wonder whether your digestive cavity could fit it. How many days would it take to consume the whole planet? Your worries slip away before long. After all, you have plenty of time. You are the youngest in your Amorba slime mold tribe. You have far more days ahead of you than behind. You realize that you can eat for as many days as you like. Eating is your destiny. With this in mind, you happily burrow into the vicious atmosphere made of hydrogen and helium. You start looking for a place to begin your meal. Do you want to taste the scorching molten core first, or the cool clouds of ammonia? It's a buffet of planetary proportions. Wow, it's only 3 times the size? How big is this fucking slime? Oh, it's the slimes from Genshin Impact that come to take their revenge? It's the password one. Oh, we're done with this one. Let's move on to Alright, I need this picture. Storage zone? Base zone. Maybe base zone. It's smaller, so it's easier to handle. I think there was a bubble here. Yeah, there is. Hey, pure faith. Wait, can I actually go to the blue here? No. Dang it. Pure faith. Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. You sit upright in the center of a splendid altar. You see many people wearing white robes embroidered with gold threads, while others are standing solemnly around the altar in armor and helmets. Their monotonous murmurs fill up the empty rocky cavern. It is apparent to you what they are doing. They are summoning them, the noble being who travels against time. They intend to treat a mysterious communication channel with steganography and craft it into a ritual prayer. Through a spiritual ritual, they weave the threads of time in an attempt to trace backwards from the last withered leaf on the world tree to the first bud in the beginning of everything. They firmly believe that by doing so, they will get to meet the noble being, though the encounter will be brief and fleeting. You wonder whether some of them have achieved the goal. Without the intention of disrespecting their faith, you strongly opine that time is unidirectional, and it is impossible to go back in it. When you take that into account, their creed sounds ridiculous. At that moment, the one in the white robe closest to you suddenly looks up. Can they sense your thoughts? Anxiety seizes you as you wonder what they will do to you. But then again, it was them who invited you to the altar in the first place, as the sacrifice. Could this be a cruel ritual that involves sacrifices? You tremble in fear and plead for their mercy loudly, but you do not have a mouth. Wait, what? Now you really wish they could read your mind. The person in the white robe walks up to you at a steady pace. Oh please, at least treat me humanely, you wail. You can almost make out the cold glint flickering underneath the person's robe. Help! Are there no law and order here? You keep your eyes tightly shut. You hear the rustling sound of that annoying rope being dragged along the stone tiles, and the muffled thump of a pair of bare feet landing on the ground. The sound gets closer, louder, and suddenly comes to an abrupt halt somewhere very close to you. Yet you only feel a warm sensation. You open your eyes to find the person pressing your forehead against your body. Tears are streaming down his face, which is obscured by the shadow of the hood. The monument is shaking. They have sensed us. He announces at the top of his lungs. Soon after, sighs of relief came from the crowd. A surge of relief washes over you, too. It's great that people here are civilized, and no one will do anything bad to a pathetic stone. Oh, that was a statue. Or stone. Yeah, whatever. I wonder if I should be paying attention to these. Memorizing them. I ain't really memorizing them. Abraham, what the fuck are you doing? You didn't see how scary that thing is. How scary can it be? I'm not afraid, not even a little bit. If I ever ran into it, I'd play up a little. I'll play it up a little. Might even be able to use the encounter as an excuse to escape from work. You're too naive. I heard that thing could take over one's physical body and turn its victims into mindless zombies. By that point, never even mind the research. Your life would be gone. Don't try to spook me just because I'm from the Department of Implement Arts. A galactic entity as strong as this around the space station would already have been wiped out. Unless it's one of the curios of the Department of Ecology. I didn't say anything like that. I knew nothing, so don't you go around blabbering. Oh, now I remember. A while ago I was on a break. Came across a book named Species of the Galaxy, which does have a curio entry called the Jinx. Jinx? Jinx? There's a runaway curio? Jinx? Ah! It appears! Stop yelling! My eardrums are gonna burst! Look carefully, it's Captain Island and Cascade. We saved the space station. Sorry, I lost my composure. Don't be afraid, Abraham. The Spectre has yet to cause any substantial damage, and the security department has already begun an investigation. Maybe you can tell us everything you know and help us crack the case as soon as possible. Me? Me? I don't know much for sure. All I know is the rumors heard from the Abraham and some trivia I learned from a book. My guess is that the ghastly thing captured in the photos is Jinx, a curio from the Department of Ecology. I've never heard of a curio called that. That's because you don't read. Even I know about it. Alright, stop bickering. Jinx, I'll note that name down. Anything else? Any other witnesses? Anything else? Nope. Who in the right mind would focus on so much of these talks of spirits and ghosts? Can't we just focus on our sustenance intake instead? That Lukash from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics may know something. He's more familiar with creatures around the space station than the staff from the Department of Ecology. Lukash? Ah, I know who he is. Thank you for your assistance. If you run into danger, remember to ask for help from the security department in time. Okay, bye. Oh, okay, Captain Allen. Okay, it's the same stuff. Skip. Lukash. Oh, they're all in the same spot. I remember reading about them. Treasure. That fiery, strong instinct rises up in you once more as you see this chest again. But you know the chest already has an owner. The desire to open it is helplessly strangled in the midst of moral pain and repression. Your hands react faster than your brain. And the moment you touch the cold surface of the chest, you pull back with difficulty. Why is this chest not yours? Why is this habitual behavior now a sin? How much of the universe is actually within your control? You're about to leave this sad place, but then you notice a researcher watching you from the side. You hold back your tears and nod politely to him. Hold back your tears. But as you turn around, he calls out to you. Hang on, were you crying just now? It's not my chest. Hang on, were you crying just now? Sorry, I really couldn't help myself. It seems I was mistaken. There's no need for pity. As a matter of fact, I understand that feeling. Actually, I noticed you the first time you tried to open my chest. At first I thought you were a thief. But just now, I never thought that I could find someone with the same hobby as me. I'm the same way. When I see a chest, I have to go over and open it. Seeing as you're a fellow hunter of treasure chests, I'll sate your cravings. But these are just my personal clothes, so I can't give them to you. Tell you what, I happen to have with me something I've collected. Just take it. Perhaps we'll cross paths again sometime. Atarium? Nice. But it's just sitting there. My research. My experiment can't go on without it. It's been 2 weeks already. Can't they fix it?
Don't worry about it. I've chased up the maintenance department.
What did they say? Can you give me an exact date?
The pod can no longer be repaired, so I went to the IPC and applied for a replacement batch. You should rest up a few days and wait for the replacement to come.
I feel like I've read that before. Anyway. Nice.
Let's make it quick.
Great.
Told you I could fight. Nap time.
Oh no, getting attacked.
I've no interest in conflict.
Nice.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Isn't that bubble here? Oh, there is a bubble here. Nice. No documents. Alright. These bubbles are really killing my throat. Full of logic.
The fall of rationality.
Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. Your field of vision is split by long, narrow, and cold iron bars, based on what you feel with your fingertips. You've confirmed that the iron bars are part of an exquisite cage, the crown that exclusively belongs to the Philosopher King, the head of the Laurel Wreath Galaxy. You look around and realize you are in an amphitheater. You are very sure that this is the gathering place of the Parliament of the Philosopher Union. It is the center of the galaxy, the colonnade of the Contemplators. Contemplators, what a name. What a word. The seats below the marble pillars were supposed to be filled by the most brilliant minds of the galaxy, but are now occupied by countless screaming steel bodies. They raise their metallic fists in the air indignantly and use electrical currents to noisily and shrilly imitate the common tongue.
Eliminate all organic life forms and destroy Aurelius. Long live the Emperor.
It sounds like Aurelius is your name, and it matches what you remember. Oh, cool name. You're well aware of what has triggered the wrath of these silicon-based life forms, and why you have become the target of public condemnation. According to the anti-organic equation, the Philosopher Union that rules the galaxy will certainly be destroyed by the Machine Empire. It is as simple as that. They want to humiliate you, the sole representative and leader of all living beings in the galaxy. Although they have wiped out many planets in the galaxy, they are still not satisfied. They convict and punish you according to the law of philosophers, forcing you to drink the poison before you. They are happy to witness your death and the demise of organic life forms, the Philosopher Union, and rationality. You step forward and lift the golden cup that contains lethal poison. Foreign-based life forms, remember this. Oh wait, maybe it's him talking. Foreign-based life forms, remember this. You hold your head high and look around. Thoughts do not fear death. Thoughts will never die. I, Aurelius, the Watcher in the Cage, the foolish shepherd, and the king of all philosophers, hail you all. You raise your arms. You will celebrate your victory under the gaze of this sacred colonnade and be endowed with true rationality. Your words are drowned by the maddening cacophony. You roar with laughter and down the cup of poison in one go. Nice.
This will strengthen our position.
Just going into Asta's room and breaking her shit, although she doesn't use it anymore, so it's fine, right? Oh well.
When I was young.
Hello, Herta. State your business. Stop blocking my view again. Medical bay. Nah. Don't think there's anything special that's here. I spoke to everyone. Except she's missing. Where'd she go?
Mixed man, they were a masked fool in disguise among the researchers, trying to cook up something big.
Wait, what? Masked fool?
Mystery's really mixed bag. How do you get all the token plans to keep me company? I heard the Astro Express stopped by recently with a handsome passenger named Don Hunt, and all the area researchers were betting on who could score him.
Wait, what?
I thought I could hear the walls talking to me once.
That's just an echo.
A few days back, there was a Void Ranger raiding past me. I heard the mech aristocrat Screwlum is going to pay us a visit soon.
I already did.
A few days back, there was even a Void Ranger.
Repeating? My god. Doesn't have much of a memory, does it? Ah, the atonement. Bubbles are flowing in the air. Yep.
The redeeming man.
Touch the memory bubble. Goes down deeper. You clamber along the steep slope covered in ice. The icy gale is tirelessly assaulting all beings that dare to exist at this height like a sharp blade. Although you are wearing a full set of advanced outdoor equipment prepared by the IPC, you realize your fingers are almost broken because of the cold. You are not bothered by it, as you are very clear that this outrageous journey of redemption is about to come to an end. Those uncivilized barbarians have admonished you countless times. According to the ancient laws of the United Tribes of Hithrodan, any who disobeys the noblest will be ordered to redeem their sins. The wrongdoer will climb Mount Pygmalion alone and reach the peak, where they must rub a copy of the steel's prophetic inscription. If the wrongdoer is pardoned by the inscription, then their name will be cleared in the presence of the chiefs. Almost there. The sky has cleared up, and the gale is turning into a breeze. With your teeth clenched, you try moving your hypothermia damaged shoulder to swing the pickaxe for that one crucial move. Finally, Stepping on the long-awaited ground, you realize that you have reached the endpoint. A smile of satisfaction crawls up your face, without you realizing it. Though it is not as wide as you want it to be because of your stiff facial muscles. Now you just need to look for the darn steel. But there is no steel. Instead, only a frozen cold-up body can be seen on the vast snowy landscape. The person is well equipped, and their face is frozen due to the cold temperature. Their eyes, filled with fear, cast their howls of despair at you across millennia of time. Undoubtedly, the frozen person is you. You gasp in shock and cry soundlessly and bitterly before collapsing on the snow and ramming yourself into the abominable snow ice sculpture. Then the mountain robs you of your consciousness. Okay, so he died up there. Very nice. Alright, why is it Lukash? Those pesky things just don't know how to hide themselves. They kept getting photographed one after another, and now everyone's looking out for them. If they were caught, even with my gift of the gab, there's only so much I can do for them. The life of protecting couriers right is just filled with twists. I want to learn about those photoed spectral things. Who was what caught? Who was caught? Who's them? Nothing. I am Lukash, the justice fighter, and I am fighting for the rights of non-human creatures on the space station. Some living collection entries have been locked inside lightless, isolated containment chambers. This act of cruelty is deplorable. I have heard that some of them were able to escape containment during the Legion invasion. Honestly, I am overjoyed with this development. I hope they won't get recaptured and return to a fate of imprisonment. Some said the specters are also a type of curio. My guts tell me that you know the inside story. Is that so? How reliable can one's gut feelings be? I am being framed. Alright, seeing that you're not from the Curio Collection Squad, I guess it wouldn't help to tell you. After all, I can't sacrifice the safety of the masses and ignore the bigger picture just for the freedom of the few. I do know a little about the curios. They're scientifically called wobaboo. Yeah, that's right, wobaboos. The species of astral spirits collected by the Department of Ecology. They managed to escape during the Legion invasion. Honestly, if they just went into hiding, there would have been no trouble for the rest of the space station. Can't they kill people? Aren't these things really dangerous? However, recently they've been appearing in groups very frequently. It's as if they are planning to take up more living space and stir up an uprising. After giving it much thought, I came to the conclusion that this is a special scenario that goes against the overall interests of Herta Space Station. Lukash, the justice fighter, will no longer be aiding and abetting them and covering their tracks. You think they're up to no good? You really are a fighter for justice, Lukash. You are flattering me. This is just how we do things in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and I'm merely doing my part. More importantly, the Wobaboos are infamous for their manipulation tactics, which is why they have been nicknamed Jinx. If I don't stop them in time, they may even wreak havoc on a scale that could rival the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Oh, went New Zealandish there. Hey, aren't you that Captain Arlen from the security department? Let me tell you something in confidence. Wobaboos are sneaky and mysterious. Even fully grown humans are scared of them, which is why people will try their best to avoid any encounters. However, they somehow have a connection with children and often share a close bond. If you want to know more, you can go ask the two little kids over there. Usually, I wouldn't even think about infringing the rights of non-human creatures. However, this is a special situation. Hopefully the little robots will understand me. The little robots? Luckily she isn't here. A rare moment of peace and quiet. 1 shilling an Adler.
Looks like the adults over there are very prepared. You have to promise me you won't accidentally spill anything, okay? I know. Just leave it to me. No matter how righteous they appear, how charismatic they are, how pitiable they presented themselves, we must not tell them anything. Got it. You can be such a nag sometimes, you know, Adler. Okay, I'll stop. Here they come. Shush. Oh, it's Big Brother Alan. Ever since the monsters came here, Big Brother Alan has been so busy that he never came around anymore. Shilling misses you so much.
Big Brother Alan misses you too. To be honest, we demand answers. Yeah, Big Brother Alan misses you too. Me? Cascade is right. I'm always thinking about the safety of the staff members. And because of that, I would like to ask you about this rumor of staff members accidentally taking pictures of some eerie entities. I brought some of them here. Take a look.
I've seen them. If Big Brother Alan is here to ask about Wubby, Shilling has nothing to tell you, sorry.
Wubby? Huh, you let the cat out of the bag. Wubby?
Spilling the beans right from the start? Well, never mind. I am Adler from the Department of Ecology. You may not have seen me before.
I've seen you.
But if you've heard of the Adler classification method used station-wide, you would have known the surname my father and I bear. Shilling's Wubby is indeed one of the specters you mentioned. They are the Curio Wubbaboo from the Department of Ecology.
Didn't know they were Curio, I thought they were like a species.
Wubbaboos are considered a subspecies of astral spirits that exist in the form of spiritual entities. They are also known as jinx to some people. If you are curious about them, I may have to give you a brief explanation of their existence. Yeah, that's right. Bill Adler is our genius in the Department of Ecology. No one else can outsmart Adler. You mean out-achieve? I told you many times, outsmart is about cunning, or all about work and intellect.
Alright, little Adler. Don't be anxious. Once you brought up Wubbaboo, Cascade and I... since you brought up Wubbaboo, Cascade and I here want to ask you a few questions. Are Wubbaboos dangerous?
That's one hard question to answer. You see, Wubbaboos are different from humans. In their way of thinking, there is no concept of malevolence. However, the chaotic behaviors they exhibit in line with their nature often cause unpredictable damage to their surroundings, which can be perceived by humans as being harmful.
Where can we find the Wubbaboos?
This question is difficult to answer. I am a generalist type of scholar, not a specialist. Just based on these photos, Wubbaboos can appear anywhere and everywhere. Likely the specific pathways of their movement can only be discerned by those who take care of them.
You seem to be hiding something.
I am not. As the walking encyclopedia in the Department of Ecology, I'm just answering your questions on behalf of Wen Shilling. That's right. I messed up just now, so Adler is now helping me not tell on myself any more than I already did.
Adler, in my professional opinion, your answers were vague, evasive, and only offered very limited help. The specters in the photos, the Wubbaboos have already disrupted order in the space station. I need to recover them as soon as possible to prevent them from further endangering the space station and bringing potential harm to our staff.
Impossible. As I have said, they are not malicious. They only act in accordance with their most basic instincts. That's right. We're very familiar with Wubby. They won't harm people on purpose. At most, they just pull some pranks at places. Shilling, please, just stop talking. The level of danger that pose will be determined by the security department. But first, I need to find a Wubbleboo just to see for myself. Check a few more just to be sure. The more the merrier. For all we know, the Wubbleboos could be extremely dangerous. Check a few more just to be sure, the more the merrier. Let's not rush ourselves. I do fully understand where you're coming from, Captain Allen, but we really don't know where the Wubbleboos are. After all, we're just scared little kids. We're too timid to deal with mysterious entities like these, aren't we, Chilling? Oh yes, that's right. I really don't know. Please leave us be and go search for the Wubbleboos elsewhere. Adler's right. You guys should totally go ahead and do as Adler says. Judging from Wen Shilling's answer, I have a feeling that Adler knows more than he's letting on. She even said they're very familiar with the Wubbleboos. These two kids are too brave for their own good. In that case, let's keep our eyes on Adler. We might be able to gain some clues. He's already gone. Let's follow them.
So there's the base tune already cleared it all, I think. Let's go to the storage zone then. Let's start from here. That's where we begin. That's where we started off at.
State your business. Stop blocking my view again.
Check treasure map details. Oh, okay, the treasure map here. I forgot all about that. Nice. The gun, huh? Crack up conch? What the hell are you on about? Item number 148. Crack up conch. French administration now, it's unlike laughter, no less quite humorous. Alright, we did everyone, but what about Natasha? Raiding pistol. Goes down, weird gun slightly snaps open, equals malice. Raid Natasha 32 points! Announced. Base things on intellect? Didn't think so. Is it like golfing system that you want a low score? I'm not sure. I really should be hunting for more relics, but you know, I can't be bothered. Hey, another bubble. Astro Rod. Did I read about Astro Rod? I'm pretty sure I did. It's just a shovel, isn't it? Yeah, I read about this. Unbearable weight. House of Cards. Tease at Temis. Memory bubble. End of the feast. Oh, continuation. What happened?
The end of a banquet.
It goes down deeper. You can see the long table stretching out for more than 10 meters. Traversing the entirety of the long and narrow hall, you are holding a beautiful set of cutlery in your hands, with their shiny silvery surfaces still dripping with delicious sauce. All types of gourmet food imaginable are served on the side, further away from you. That's unacceptable! I thought this was the slime thingy. You turn to the left side of the table. Theodoric, who sits nearest to you, is the eldest son of the family, and a most valiant soldier. Without him, you cannot imagine how this kingdom would have survived the relentless attacks from the Legion. Next to Theodoric is Clodimir, your second son, but the ruler of the largest stellar space. Silent and barren planets where people feared to tread, and transformed into flourishing places under his leadership. You have high hopes for him, as he is the most crafty among your children. What, you're about to get poisoned? And I know a lot of people get poisoned and your thrones get usurped or whatever. Then you look at the right side of the table. Hilda Benia is your eldest daughter and your favorite. She is a fearless warrior with flaming red curls in her hair. Generals in neighboring galaxies fearfully call her the Kingdom's Flame. The one next to Heldabania is Clodania, who never reveals her face in public, but the brightest mind in the kingdom. She carefully manages from the shadows all the planets under the kingdom's rule. She is your most competent advisor. She's gonna kill everyone, isn't she? If they were here, the banquet would be a lively and joyful occasion. But now, there is nothing but silence in this rundown hall. Oh? No one's here? You can only close your eyes as you put a chunk of delectable Goria beef in your numb mouth, drowning in memories. You remember Theodoric had passed away not long ago with one of the kingdom's starships. You remember Clodima, who had already betrayed you. He exchanged his humanity and millions of lives with the Legion for his own survival. Then you think about Hildabania and Clodania. You realize the banquet is coming to an end. Indeed, the deadline handed down by that Lord Ravager is fast approaching. My lord, should we surrender to them? Your attendant presents you with that despicable warning notice. It is time to end this. As you are about to pick up your pen, hordes of Void Rangers break down the doors and pour into the hall. Oh, they got destroyed. Nice. Alright. Oh, you know what? Since I'm here, you closely examine these fragments. A gust of heat suddenly arrives through the air. It touches your cheeks and pauses next to your ear. You hear someone sobbing, someone yelling, and someone mourning wordlessly. Finally, someone whispers. She was reborn in the fire. She was smiling in the fire. Yep. That's what happened to Kiana. And, Himiko. Kiana was reborn. Himiko was smiling. Get beaten on. Oh. I think I hit the wrong one. Doesn't matter. Lost Trotter, huh?
Rules are made to be broken.
Too late to repent.
Told you I could fight.
Naughty child.
This is our chance.
Man, that heal was not worth it.
Reach the end
Oh,
of the
whatever.
story in your own way.
And smash. Alright, memory bubble. Oh, what you gotta say?
flapping wings.
Touch the memory bubble. Then goes deeper. To your surprise, you are stuck in a dark and cramped room. The air is thick and dank, mixed with the putrid scene, unique to moldy, rotten wood. You want to turn around to exercise your tight joints, but you find yourself unable to move. Not only is there no space around you, but your muscles and tendons are also stiff and trembling out of abject fear. It's because you can clearly hear them, those multitudes of cursed creatures, sniffing around outside this locked wooden box. The serrated feelers are impatiently thrashing around, lashing out at everything outside of your narrow confines. You can hear them dashing madly around the room. You can hear the constant movements of their iron-hooked limbs and armor like carapace, producing a piercing noise that drives one into insanity. Are they ants? Of course, you know these despicable anthropods have no intellect to communicate with you. Their disgusting mouthpieces, dripping with sticky saliva, should only be used for chewing and eating, but you are sure you heard something. They are definitely whispering something, but their mouthpieces, no, those darn mouthpieces, should not be able to make that kind of sound. Could the sound come from their filthy wings covered with oily film? You listen intently. Yes, and disgusting wings are flapping in the air as they repeatedly utter that cursed name in a shrill and coarse hiss. Taziroth, 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 Taziroth. But Taziroth is dead, so it doesn't matter. Propagation.
Fighting is meaningless.
This is our chance.
I've no interest.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Found it.
Whoops.
This will strengthen our position.
There we go. So it's out that window right there. Oh, Bubble and Emily. How you going, Emily? You again? What do you want to ask this time? I'm very busy. I need to investigate the divine message. I have a few questions for you. Coffee drinker. And it's her sister or something? Leslie? The road home. The way back home. Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. Today should have been your lucky day. Your department head, whose face is always as long as a fiddle, just raised your IPC rating to P30. You share the news with your mother living in your faraway hometown, and her voice sounds excited on the other end of the communication device. You seem to hear her slimy body making a bubbling sound, a special physiological reaction to your biviral race in moments of happiness. You end the call and get on your brand new floating motorcycle. This baby costs 18 months of your salary. Although it is pricey, it can soothe the trauma you have suffered in your workplace. You think it's worth its price tag, but it doesn't do much to your pain today. Should you tell your mother the truth? That the traditional project department is, in fact, a place for people to retire in and has no future? With a whimper, you twist the throttle to the max and dash into the aerial interchange lane in New Londinium. London? You like joyriding along the interchange lane. From here, the city looks like the tiny flickering candlelights on a mineral birthday cake, easily blown out. The troubles you face at work will all fade away at that moment. The streets are deserted. You look up briefly at the news projected in the sky and find out the latest happenings in this bustling city. The face of the co-prime minister appears on the screen. Fine, you grumble, deciding to focus on the road ahead. Yet it is too late. The instant you return your attention from the clouds to the road, the engine of the floating motorcycle suddenly misfires and plummets to the ground out of your control. You just hope you won't land on Buckingham Avenue, or you will be fined an enormous amount. To your relief, there is only an old shopping street with few pedestrians nearby, and your landing has hurt no one. Elderly couples who were happily chatting suffer a fright, but as soon as they realize you are nothing but a puddle of slime, they immediately clink their glasses in happiness again. Can't believe this. You bubble as you stare at the motorcycle reduced into a pile of burning wreckage. Not knowing what to do, you have no idea how far you are from your condo. You can only look up at the sky and ask for advice from the stars. But you hear the stars in the sky saying, even the poorest worker in East New Londinium can't help but feel proud of the wealth we jointly own with the IPC. Yeah. Rip to the bike, I guess. Pay attention.
Let's make it quick.
Told you I could fight. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
There's too many of them.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Ha!
And he's back.
Are made to be broken.
To be destroyed.
Too late to repent.
Told you I could fight.
A shot on him.
Phew! Time for a shot. Nap time.
Time to focus damage.
Try that again.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in its sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
This is our chance.
You can't run. Not each other. Tough luck, right?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Getting a lot of these pigs.
This will strengthen our position.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
This is our chance.
My turn. Nap time.
Rules are made
Just
to be
smack 'em.
broken.
Whatever.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Would there be anything here? The answer is no. A big fat no. What a waste of time.
This is our chance.
That'll take.
Fighting is.
Reach the end.
This should be the room shown on the treasure map. Yes. Now, what shall we do?
This will strengthen our position.
Doesn't seem to be anything around here. Someone stick something here? Two Treasure Hunters, Part 1. Ahoo! You've been fooled. Actually, there is no treasure at all. The only big gifts are my 4 graffiti drafts hidden in this room. And yes, there is also a nice picture of our respected Madame Herta. You didn't expect this, did you? If you are a devout little researcher, take a deep breath. Don't get a heart attack. If you are a fun-loving young person, I suggest you collect them all. Take them out when life is bad, and have some fun while studying in the Dark Tower. Laughing, Hosea Lazaro. Go with Hunter's manuscript. Oh. What's this? Two Treasure Hunters, Part 2. Alright, if you can see this, it means you have followed my advice and that you possess the precious virtue of perseverance. I must admit, you've gone such a long way. If I don't give you something, you'll be a little mean. After all, I don't know who'd be looking for my treasure after so many amber errors. There is a slim chance that maybe you are my future champion, my spiritual successor. Wouldn't it be a pity if I accidentally hurt my friends? Seems like there's no other way. I have to show you the real treasure now. Your respected, Hosea Lazaro. Show me it on the screen? How have I not noticed these before? Two Treasure Hunters Part 3. Have you ever had a soda called Capo Cali? It was once the signature of the space station, an anti-gravity drink extremely popular in the Southern Orion system. Sorry, besides my other famous inventions like the Astro Rod and Galaxy Guide, this is another one of my masterpieces. The Inter-Astral Peace Corporation once wanted to spend 5 million credits to buy its recipe, and I refused. It's only 5 million? Psh, not enough. Ben Huiron of the Herta Department of Implement Arts has tried to steal the secret from me 33 times, for which he was beaten to a pulp like he deserved. Now I'll make it public once and for all. $5 million's worth. See you in the next letter. This is sort of different. Turn them down. Steal 33 times, while resulting in him getting good smack from me. Now make the recipe public. $5 million's worth. See you in the next letter. Legendary drink maker Hosea Lazaro. Two Treasure Hunters Part 4. Do not doubt your eyes. Above is the precious secret recipe of Capo Cali. I swear on my mother's grave. If you are one of us, you will know where to decode the password above. Tip: a special method is required to reveal the text.
Jose Lazaro the Terrific. Ah. Yeah, tip for you. A specific method of autoradiography is required to reveal the text. When Tianwen, he would know. Yeah, it's missing like parts of it for some reason. Where's that machine? I need it. For no reason. Did you find them? What are these? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious. I don't believe that old scoundrel would leave us anything good. That's the paper you're holding? Oh, that's Madam Herta. Disrespectful, really disrespectful. Give it to me and don't let others see it. I want to keep it. Try the autograph or autoradiograph? Yeah, I want to keep it. Don't be fooled. A tiger never changes its stripes. You can't trust that scoundrel who's there. Quick, give it to me. If someone finds out, we are done for. What? This is an encrypted letter. The secret recipe of Kapokali? Oh no, why don't you let him see it? No! Why, you little... Just you wait. There's enough autoradiograph reagent. When my man, how are things? After I left the space station, my little bird in the Department of Galactic Geography told me things were not exactly going your way thanks to my unconventional way of doing things. Your entitlement to become the head of the Department of Implement Arts got stripped. To add insult to injury, they put you in the maintenance room to make up for the giant hole I blew out. It is what it is. My apology would only hurt you more at this point, nor can it make up for your loss. You know me, I hate hypocrites more than anything. For years I have been wandering amongst the stars and I can't remember how many times I thought of writing to you. But I've heard that of all the people working in the station, you hate Jose Lazaro the most. What's the point of sending you a letter knowing very well that you would not read it? That's why I sneaked back to the station some time ago and set up this puzzle for you to solve. All this fuss just to make sure you get the letter. Now it's time that I hand over the secret recipe of Kapokali to you. Send it to the IPC, they'll make it worth your while. Some sort of compensation from me, I guess. I wish you well in the rest of your journey. Secret recipe of Kapokali: caramel, carbon dioxide, peas, Canterbury bells, interdimensional leaves, ambergris, and orchid zest. Yes, you're seeing it right about the secret recipe to Kapokali. So my mom's life that is authentic. Yeah, one of us, you know how to decrypt it. Got a tip for you, specific, yeah, whatever. Man, that was a lot for that redacted text. What's he playing at? That old scoundrel? As long as we can find the treasure. Just forgive him already. It wasn't easy to deliver this letter. Yeah, I want a reward. Sorry, lass, I didn't expect that from him. When I said I hated him, I said in the heat of the moment. Of course I never cared about all the mess he left me with. Ever since I was young, I've never liked academic research and dealing with the Department of Implement Arts. My biggest wish was to hide in this maintenance room and play with the tools. Work when I wake up and sleep when I get tired. In my opinion, dealing with machines is much more fun than dealing with people. But so many people have come and gone through this space station over the years, with the exception of Hosea. So, I was angry that the old scoundrel didn't share his breakout plan with me. Not even a little bit. You want to go too? Aren't we brothers? Shouldn't brothers be able to talk about anything? Nevertheless, it's been so many years. I've long since learned to let it go. On the contrary, whenever I hear about what kind of trouble he's making outside, I really do feel happy for him. He was born to run amok all over the galaxy. You are very enlightened. He also thinks of you as a brother. I like to run amok too.
You're still young. There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future. Either you run amok all over the world or it runs all over you. So, after all that, the treasure is just this recipe. Less. What do you think?
I want to exchange it for money. You keep it as a memento. I want something else.
Well, then I suppose there's no other choice. That old scoundrel, after all these years, I'm still paying off his debt. Well, in that case, let me show you something. Let me see. These ingredients. I suppose I can find them in the warehouse if I look hard enough. Come on, big bucket of fresh capicali. That's the taste. Just take these sodas with you. They can refresh your mind and strengthen your body. Lass, you're the only one who will talk to me ever since Hosea left. If you're interested in that old scoundrel, you can look around the space station again and see if you can find some of those letters he sent back. Those letters are filled with his bragging. That guy just wants more people to hear his nonsense.
Old people are like that. Nonsense can be very interesting to listen to. Yeah, old people are like that.
Ah, you little brat. Alright, enough chit chat. From now on, whenever you are free, just remember to come more often to chat with me. And though I don't have much of anything here, you and I have an agreement. Whenever you pop in, there will always be enough capicali for you. Ah, shit yeah! I get free capicali! Alright, now to chug one down. Capicali. Nice. Upon use, increases all allies' damage to a certain type of attack by 30% for the next battle. Nice. I'll read up on all these items, but that's gonna have to wait. The hell? The hell is this? Letter from the Comet Hunter to young researchers in the Department of Galactic Geography. My young fellows, pals, or whatever, behold, a tapestry lies before you on which your former Department of Galactic Geography colleague waved in his discovery and realization after he made a breakout from the Herta space station for the Grand Galaxy. The Interastral Peace Corporation won't say a word of what I'm about to say, if you hand them 1 million worthless credits that you have to sell your homes to get. And do you know why? Because I'm saying here is about freedom, rebellion, and instability. Things that evoke hatred from the APC, which loads risks and only cares about making employees mindless machines. The best the IPC can offer is to distract you with 1,000 exotic wares and 1,000 false choices from what truly matters. This is precisely why it attempts to please many factions. It's trying to hide the reality we live in under a facade of false prosperity and happiness. Now's the time to face the truth. When I was with the Herta space station, the Department of Galactic Geography was looked down upon by all other departments. Those self-righteous biologists, politicians-to-be, fortune-telling conjurers, and profiteers, all of them despised us, thinking that we were too incompetent to study anything else other than playing with stones and mud. And once you leave the Herta space station, you'll find the truth couldn't be further away from what they led you to believe. Our knowledge of the scale of the galaxy is on par with that of the nameless who traverse the universe. Our desire to learn more about the geography of the universe was once blessed by the trailblazer Aeon, who laid down star rails to connect the planets, linking the far corners of the universe, even the dark areas. The deity goes by the name of Akavili. On this course paper that didn't cost me a penny, I share with you the teachings they left us before passing away. Be proud and look skywards. If you feel things are not going your way and that all is without purpose or that the universe is dark and cold, blow a hole out of the space station, make a breakout from the space station. You'll find that the galaxy is yours to explore. I know this because I have done so. Disclaimer. Content of this letter is for members of the Department of Galactic Geography only. Don't hold me accountable if you brats from the other departments try to follow suit. Former member of the Nameless, now an armed archaeologist of the Intelligentsia Guild. Oh, is now part of the Intelligentsia Guild. Hosea Lazaro. Former Nameless. Ah, so this is stuff he left behind. Very nice. Oh, just 2 more, huh? Part 3. The old friends and enemies and new ones. Those of you who don't know who Hosea Lazaro is, feel free to ask the head of the Department of Implement Arts. Former head of Implement Arts. I can still recall the man in charge of the Department of Implement Arts. When I was a junior researcher trying my best at work. Wen Huiren was his name. Oh, so it's different. The old man of Wen Mingde. Old miser really enjoyed cutting out research funds. He slashed his supply of instruments used to test the composition of atmosphere and soil on different planets, and used the money to buy showy antiques from the IPC, calling it business exchange. He had an eye for rare relics, I'll give him that. He bought low and sold extremely high in the inter-astral market. The Department of Implement Arts was raking in profits because of this. In the meantime, we had to make do with an astral rod for planetary research. Even after I hit his face with an astral rod, it did not change a bit. Business as usual. Money for Department of Implement Arts. Budget cut for Department of Galactic Geography. Business must have been booming for Department of Implement Arts since I left. After all, one less accountant who ran random checks and pushed for fair distribution of resources to worry about. More and more suppliers have Herta Department of Implement Arts branded on their packages. In addition to Wen Huiren, all those who bullied the Department of Galactic Geography were taught a lesson by me, Hosea Lazaro. Many became my enemies who sought my removal of from the space station, but some turned into my friends. Not the most amicable type, true, but I got into a lot of trouble because of that. But Wen Tianwing was the only one who gives me a proper smack. It was on me, though, I owe him that. Those old friends of mine, I know most of them are still kicking. The same goes for me. In fact, I want them to know that I have never felt better, despite the fact that I nearly kicked the bucket in the wastelands of the destruction several times. My head was wanted by numerous factions thanks to my recklessness. Years of saving wasted in Mass Fool's pub. None of those matters now. I'm alive and kicking. An old friend or enemy, Hosea Lazaro. Oh, and this will be the last one, hopefully. Comet Hunter 1. Do any Herta space station researcher who picks up this letter? Hey there! Hi there! You still alive? Call it a bummer if you want, but the fact that the space station is surrounded by antimatter legion is hardly news to anyone. The entire universe knows about it, except for the indifferent head in the sand bunch known as the Preservation. Other folks will at least make a bet during their downtime on how much time the space station has left. If you ask me, I'd say the space station is done for. Don't think the Legion would actually do their job this time. Bad news for the space station, though. On the other hand, I've made a small fortune out of this. I wonder how livid your Madame Herta must be. My new boss has made it clear. If this genius really does need help, the Intelligentsia Guild is willing to put everything on the table, as long as she recognizes that the Genius Society is not any better than the Intelligentsia Guild. What say you? Tell her about this generous offer if things do work out. Send your reply to the Tavern World's End. There's a seat if you walk in. Turn left and walk 5 steps. You find it in the 9th row, the one with an iron bell and an Aster falcifolius plant hanging over. Shove the letter under the 4-liter Capocali Tinket. Ha! Obnoxious, former researcher of yours, Hosea Lazaro. I wonder if that's gonna be a reference in the future. Farewell, Comet Hunter. We might be able to meet him in the future. And we might actually go to the World's End pub. Well, anyway, I've spent quite a long time just doing this shit. Let's see. I was here and I was going over this way. I think. Was it? Yeah. Nope. It's this way. Another bubble? Shit.
This is our chance. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Total evaporation.
Complete disappearance.
Touch the memory bubble. Then goes down deeper. The folklore team of the Intelligentsia Guild stationed on the planet has not replied, but your aircraft is running out of fuel. You must land now, the pilot announces through their communication channel. The dashboard shows your altitude has been decreasing rapidly, dropping to a 3-digit figure. The view outside has changed from wispy clouds to the roofs of exquisite houses, confirming the descent is taking place. Still no signals detected? Your captain sounds anxious. In your view, people from the guild are swindlers, who hoodwink others under the guise of knowledge. You do not understand why the captain is so worried. Our frequency bands are blocked, just like a week ago. The nerd speaks in his usual flat tone. Oh, it's a nerd.
Also, no heat emissions of living organisms are detected in the residential areas, or rather, anywhere. In case you don't understand what this means, I'm saying that all living organisms on the surface of the planet have evaporated.
That's while pushing his glasses upward. A nerd's attitude always gets on your nerves, but you still can't help feeling incredulous at this. All living organisms on the planet have vanished. Is that even possible? Actually, it might be. After all, these humanoid fungi are pious believers of that bizarre faith. Perhaps their god has brought them all to another place. While being absorbed in your thoughts, you are jolted back to reality by a violent shudder from the bottom of the aircraft. It seems like you have landed. Now you just need to look for the rascals from the guild, then get out of here. After picking up a ray gun, you hop out of the hatch after the captain. You and the rest enter a building and exit again. The search lasts for a long time, but your confusion is not answered. As the nerd puts it, all life activities on this planet have creepily come to an abrupt halt. Food left on plates hasn't rotted yet. An unattended fireplace has set the building on fire, which is later put out by rain. Pens drop to the floor due to gravity, and the ink stained the entire room. The only thing unaffected is the intricate coat of arms that constantly watches over everything created by the fungi civilization from every corner of the world. From both sides of the streets, inside closets, on flags, in niches, it is everywhere. What? It's just a coat of arms. What do you mean? Unless they became the coat of arms. It doesn't make sense. There here's Capota and Lamina. Investigate.
If you get scared so easily.
The cabinet is absolutely bare, with the light cone once stored there now long gone. You remember Arlen asking you to take it during that crisis, and now that everything's over, it's time to return it to the original owner. Return the light cone to the cabinet. What? What is borrowed must eventually be returned, even if it's just an average light cone. Light cones aren't average. Silent bid farewell with eyes closed. Your path ahead will be full of companions. What's one measly light cone worth to you? Well, it's actually kinda leveled up, so I kinda want that back, please. And I only have one of them, so that's no duplicate. Oh my! First to him as this old one.
So easily.
Young lady, why did you just put a light cone back into the shelter? Your eyesight really does get terrible with old age. Tell this old one, please, what kind of light cone did you put in? Was it the jeweled-studded Arrowheart light cone? Or was it the domineering King's Aura light cone? Wait, what? To be honest, none of them. Jewel-studded Arrowheart light cone. Domineering King's Aura light cone. Yeah, King. Oh, what's that? Which one is it? Which one is it then?
jewel-studded arrowheart-like cone.
What was that? Someone can't hear you.
To be honest, none of them.
Not bad, not bad. This old one knew you had it in you. Honesty and candor are your best virtues, and naturally, our reward is in order. But this jewel-studded arrowheart-like cone is too mundane an object for such a high-quality individual as yourself. This domineering king's aura-like cone is tacky and pretentious, and naturally unworthy of something with your great talent. Despite my old age, I can still tell you look reluctant. So why don't I return the original like cone to you? That's what you want, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but...
What? Praise of high morals. Okay.
Honest Abe. But I want the...
I can't remember the names.
Can't get anything done if you get scared so easily.
Well, this seems to be the last one here, maybe. I'll go check around. If it is the last one, I'll read it. If it's not, then I'll save it for next time, because my throat is going to go kaput. Alright, and I'll end the stream afterwards. Okay, I found another one. So yeah, I'm ending the stream.
This will strengthen our position.
What are you doing here, Herta? State your business and stop blocking my view. Again. Well, yeah. It's just these two things left. And then we have the whole master control zone, which is not like that difficult, but you know, there's a lot of stuff in there. And then Herta space station would be complete. Yes. What I'll be doing for the next stream will be Stellar Flare. Probably a simulated universe as well. Stellar Flare, simulated universe, and maybe some quests. Some of these adventure missions. I don't have that much Hertas. I have like about 5. Including, not including the event. So we'll see what happens. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peach.